Hello, guys. How are you? Thank you for being here. Once again, welcome to my chat room. Here it is. We're returning back to the royal stories. This time, the British royal family. We have that thing that's going on from January. Now, when we are recording, is the 4th of February. But we are going to touch the subject around the King Charles, Kate Middleton disappearance, King Charles' health, the marriage of William and Kate as well. We are going to spice it a little bit with the scandal that's arrived just few days ago with White Lotus season 3 starting to make that shooting, but with the scandal before it started, and it's happening in Thailand. So interference with this celebrity that are getting involved into the context of the World War III. And it's interesting because this reading I'm literally going to add to my free playlist. The World War, Stop the War is named in my playlist. Then the celebrity red flags as well is going to be added to the royal secrets, where I gather the royal secrets around the world, contemporary history, or or literally some of the mysteries back in the history of the royals. So today we start with the story going back to United Kingdom. That's why I addressed this time the live stream and location of this video with United Kingdom for first time. This happened last year as well, when a year and ago, in autumn, when we have that um, um, accident and death of Queen Elizabeth. And it took me for a while to start doing the readings of British royals, that I'm not a fan of them historically, looking whatever was there based in the history of royal family is very, very heart wrecking, and it seems like that's why I was never a fond of them. Whatever they were doing with abuse of the twisting the religion for their own masculine energy and their own personal cravings, I must call it out. The spirit is calling me to name it. It's a craving, and these addictions continue for different kind of things from the start of that Henrik the Eighth and his addiction with all these wives and mistresses, and the way he was treating them, as well the way he was treating as well the spirituality and the religion. Of course, it doesn't go together. That addiction with sex and spirituality never goes together hand in hand. It's always like opposite club. And definitely the way he started this inhibition, I must call it out, in family, it continues. It's like generational family curse, and it's continue, and suddenly it's continues. Unfortunately, I wouldn't call it sudden. Sadly, I wanted to say, pardon me. Sadly, it continues as well for the female lineage in royal family of British royals. So going back to the story, shortly I should address just the first clear answer about King Charles. You may read my old readings about King Charles, and it's all starting. My playlist, Royal Secrets, started with reading about the funeral of Queen Elizabeth, where I was literally inspired with the spirit. I had a very long reading about her and her love of the life, Philip, and then Princess Diana as well, and the state and the crisis between Harry and William, and This playlist continuously was spiced with some new question that you asked me to do, and today we return back to the story and confirming my old readings about the King Charles. And you may check in my playlist. I'm going to attach later on when I download this live stream turn to a video. I'm going to attach my playlist Royal Secrets, so you may check it by yourself. It will be both on justice will be served and as well as celebrity red flags, pardon, celebrity and royal secrets. And I have said that King Charles won't stand 1 year and a half, less than 2 years. In my reading, it was less than 2 years that he's going to have a health issue that's going to move him from the throne. As well, at the same time, the William, when I was opening the cards for William, Prince of Wales, I think it's his title. Pardon me, I'm not British, so I don't know very well their titles. And um, I do recall when I called out what will be the next generation, the future king to be William and Kate Destiny, it was showing up um, uh, breakup and showing definitely that William is walking away, um, being left alone in the cars and with the help of spirits, walking away without, unfortunately, Kate. Um, where this story goes was that even that period already happening in the air. Let's think about now because they started their relationship with engagement. William and Kate, they starting with engagement 2010, and this relationship continues. So it's more than 14 years, where we have their energy of every marriage has on crisis. Some of you are saying after 7 years, some of you are saying after 12 years. And what's happening exactly? Did we have a rumors after 12 years that they are now living outside of the palace and something around that year when was as well that unfortunate case death of departure, I would call it departure of the spirit of Queen Elizabeth from her role on the planet Earth, but still she's in spirit with royal palace. I must say that at that period we heard as well a story that Kate and William they have moved outside of the palace and they're living in some kind of a lodge that is physically apart from and a little bit secluded and private. So, was it the first red flag that we got it in my readings? Was yes sign. Was it? I just heard unbearable to stay anymore there. But again, how to be in a unbearable situation and continue to live. It's not like okay, I'm going to go to a lodge and I'm preparing for a breakup. No, I'm going to go and move there with my family and my children, like I'm a mother of three, but as well, I'm going to continue and return back and be engaged in the role like a full committed wife and future queen to be. And unbearable to stand this role. That's what I'm hearing right now. First of all, is this resigning her? It seems like wow, I cannot anymore stand this role, so I'm resigning, and it's really hurting me as well. It's hurting others as well, and others in this case, I'm hearing it's hurting as well. King Charles. Why is the same time when we have this crisis? Physical and mental crisis in a royal family with Kate, why it's reflecting to a King Charles as well. Seems like that shocking news, whatever was under the veil for a while from keeping up this fake image that um, the fairy tale of William and Kate is something else behind this mirror because definitely there was the lies with this devil card. There were the lies and secrets that they were trying to hold against us, and still we don't know the truth. Is it true that Kate was in there in literally having a surgery? No. So. Is there evidence of the secret? Yes, there is. Is there a feeling of her? We are suppressing information, but as well, definitely she want to resign from us. But we are embarrassed, the royals, to give these secrets, to reveal it, to make a statement about her case. So we still suppress because this hurts. Whatever is her now resigning, it's not just from the private life. It reflects to a future queen to be and like future king to be. William staying without the queen, what it would cause reflect in such a fragile situation where we are not in front of the war, where we are in the middle of the World War III. I call it out with all the astrological aspect that we are in the middle of the World War III from the SOVID crisis, I should name it. And on other side, um, you can even call it from the start of the crisis with the war in East Europe. But still, it doesn't change the statement. This hour, when we are getting the informations about the health issue of Kate Middleton at the same time, King Charles' health issue, um, um, everything they're trying to put on a hold because of this global thing as well reflecting. Um, um, I must say that the King Charles I see as at this hour having that short surgery and going out of the hospital. It's very clear energy, but was that, of course, reflecting from the news? Did King Charles has that shock psychosomatic reaction after the news around the Kate? Wow, wow, wow. Yes, definitely. Definitely. There are a lot of news as well on mind of King Charles the Third. There is a lot of news on the mind, suppression, and as well hate around the Camilla queen uh, and wife of Charles. Um, as well, there is enrollment of a playboy energy of William somehow, and something that he was doing in the past, but now it's like literally happening again and taking an action and taking the action from the past. Now it's having a final toll. That's what I feel here. Um, as well, there is that kind of addiction with all these lies and secrets around addiction and idea of I want to quit because I'm not capable anymore to be in a role of future queen to be princess of well I'm talking about. Again, no more lies. I'm going to reject whatever is fake. This relationship is not anymore working. Even if I'm waiting to be a queen, it's not working anymore. Um, Again, it's interesting because everything goes around the faking and these lies, and whoever was thinking is going to to play with divine energy and play in this marriage. It seems like this marriage was arranged. The Kate was pushing the narrative to live the dream fairy tales, but not with the full emotions. She was doing it like a contract, like a trophy husband thing. And at this moment, whatever is with the Pluto going into the age of Aquarius, it's interesting that we are entering and it will stay next 20 years. Exactly what started from the end of December, this energy of Pluto entering in Aquarius, literally is going to reflect on all the decisions that's going to happen to us and global and private level next 20 years. And it's interesting because is breaking whatever was the pattern of suppressing the information, living illusion, is breaking everything that was fake, it's breaking. Um, as well, there is a lot of mental fears, I would say, a very fragile mental state of Princess of Wales, Kate, and her under this unbearable psychic attack, her wish to just leave it, her wish just to leave the situation. And here it is, my puppy Frida. Look at, guys, Frida is confirming. Frida just woke like a sleeping princess that just woke. I just heard little Princess Frida, like a Princess Kate that just woke from all these things that she was trying to suppress. It seems like she was as well having a lot of intake, unbalanced intake of some kind of medicine that's turned to addiction. Look at, guys, a few times in my pre-shuffle meditation. Again, I have a pre-shuffle meditation with this tarot as well, parallel confirming with another four decks, but in a pre-meditation I use the third eye, and it's showing that few times is popping out the same cards, these two cards. There was a disbalance and injustice with the Six of Pentacle of as well. Could be that the overdose of the pills, some kind of a drugs that she was taking to literally make a balance of these fears and mental states that she could continue through this working as being a working princess, being in a public state. Um, if you ask me, was that body rejected this intake overdose? I just heard overdose of the tablets inside of her body. It was her abdominal surgery was not intervention like in a classical manners. I'm just going to name it. Like I had abdominal surgery 2 months ago. It was pure physical thing. You go into the hospital like King Charles. That's why I call it the physical. You stay there 1 or 2 nights, and that's what King Charles had, and I had 2 months ago. I must compare it because it's really recently happened to me, and I'm still in this recovering phase. But as well, I rejected any kind of pills before and after. So in this case, for Kate, talking about Kate, there was that disbalance of this overdose with the tablets, and something was wrong during this act of whatever was intervention in the hospital. Was it that she make overdose back at home, or was it that was not enough, not a clear amount, and they needed to put more, a higher amount of the, let's say, anesthetic? Somebody said that she had to have extra or double anesthetic dose, so she stayed in kind of coma. Definitely there is a situation where at the moment, whatever was before just a mental fear, Nine of Swords taking to a Nine of Cups, let's have a supplements, overmuch overdose of supplements that will make me enough high that I can go out and walk away and deal with my duties as well. It's first of all the mother duty, and then a role with not just children but with the nation as a Queen of Pentacles, as a working future queen to be. Now at this moment we do see her reflecting through the tarot with that, not just a mental nerve-wracking state, but we see her even having a blockage in a physical way. For me, wands are physical cards, mental when I'm talking about health approach, about health questions, and swords are mental cards. And seems what was before mental state, now it's turning to that physical blockage. Is somehow she restrained, pushed to be in isolation of kind, or is it was it her wish? We are going to check that. This goes another one, another question. Let me just ask this with another tarot deck. Is she with her family? Now everything is over. Look at these cards. Tower moment for the family. Wow, wow, wow. And one card was popping out. Just a second, guys. I want to check which one because it went behind. Oh my god, where is my card? Where is my card? Don't want to show up. Very interesting. Never happened before. Guys behind my books. I don't see another one. Okay, we are going. I just pop out the first one and the second as well. Look at this narrative on the bottom. I'm just going to look at the bottom card and the first one. There were the tower moment, faking of her husband as well involved and suppressing whatever was suppressed before. It's like coming up to the surface, and whatever they tries to hide from the online community, it's over. It's like as well, definitely now that it's expressed through the media that her duty is like on a short break. But I must tell you, I don't see her returning. Look at this is the reverse six of what interesting, the only reverse card here. Her duty is representing online with the page of sword that at the moment, it's off. She's on travel, off the duty, finished the duty, but as well, look at reverse, not returning as well. Like it's represented like at the moment she's off, relaxing, but eventually they don't want to tell the whole truth. With reverse Ace of Swords and reverse Six of Wands, definitely they don't want to tell us that she's not willing. She made the statement she's not willing to return and have this role anymore, like she's done with this. Her body cannot stand anymore. Physically, mentally cannot stand this. And that's why we have whatever was before just okay, breaking. Now it's becoming like I'm totally into the blockage. I'm rejecting this role. As well, on the bottom, I do see there is a narrative of showing off. It's like too late, even if I have fight it for the children, for the sake of the family, it's too late. Even if I was undecided around the children and staying because of for the sake of the future on the throne, my son, it seems like it's too late. I cannot. It's like I cannot. I cannot stay in this inside of this family. I cannot continue with the 10 once I'm releasing this cycle as well. As you see, what is representing now that they're blocking her from making this statement. At yet, we are going to hear the full story. Don't worry, guys. And I see her that now she wants to fight for her own happiness, and definitely she's in some kind of the darkness. Uh, the story, was she inside of the hospital really for this act? Um, was there as well before some kind of addiction, or again going back around this addiction with trying to pretend to be a balanced person in front of the public? It's a big pressure, and but as well with that disbalance intake of the medicine, and less food but more tablets, it was totally disbalanced because these cards are so repetitive here. Remember, where's the card? 1 second. Remember the six, the card of the six of pentacle here, and my answer on the cards, was there really that eating disorder? Yes, the answer is yes. um, a second. Is princess Princess Kate now with her parents? There is a female energy as well around her, older female. Is she with children? It seems like she's there just with one older female supportive, and like outcast. I just heard outcast, runaway outcast. Before I had on the start, uh, very interesting. I had on the start that pure cards, very nice illustration. You can just see it. You don't need to be a tarot reader to um, express with the special words. 1 second, where is it? Walking away with the Eight of Cups. Who is this card? Guys, I have so many cards here. 1 second. Where is it on the bottom? And there was that energy of walking away, business like, and walking away, the end of the business and walking away. The bottom, next one. Sorry. The work is over. I see the runaway person from her duties as a royal. But deep in the bottom, there's always a lover and playboy energy card as a reason. With both tarot decks, is showing up. It's over because there is a lover in the back of her mind, and she cannot continue anymore faking this, faking the marriage. There is a feeling of betrayal, and this is something that was continuously happening in the past, and definitely was Willie not naughty. Willie, I just heard, was a William naughty. Yes, definitely. Look at again the lovers and taking an action. Definitely this guy was naughty, cheating in the past time. I feel sorry for her. Although at this hour, with her nerve-wracking situation, psychosomatic state, um, I just heard in the, I just heard some of you writing me in this question with the long story in the background, telling me, should we feel sorry or not? Again, we should be respectable for the person in pain and suffering. But again, I must address to all the people who are in some kind of a red flag situation with the relationship, friends, family, siblings, colleagues, and business partners, and of course with the marriage. Guys, when you have a toxic relationship with anybody, whatever is a field of life, it cannot be better. The toxic relationship will only turn to a wrong and deeper wound state, and they will hurt you longer, slowly, and it, even if you live the illusion, some people can fake and stay in the fake marriages, but they're going to hurt themselves at the end of the day. For that comfortable life, for the title, for any kind of interest, the fake relationship are always for some material reason. And it's it's like their own punishment, because what they are signing is signing the contract with the devil, not with the pure divine energy. When you go into the marriage when there is no pure emotions, there is always somebody suffering. Are there children or a partner or sometimes even whole family? And think about this, because I'm doing the crime stories and I'm not going to call out any kind of negative energy, but I'm just talking from my long experience of dealing with the crime stories of people faking and giving under the red flags, but living in illusion that at the end explode in such a worse way towards one of the partner or whole family. This situation remind me of that, and I must say, I just going to remember that I literally recalling when there was this marriage. I was this period living between Athens and Thailand, and literally, I think it was a spring European time. I returned back from Thailand, where I used to stay more than 10 years. I used to stay 6 months back in the jungle project with my humanitarian work, and then I would be 6 months back in Athens in Greece. So I remember that I was literally in Athens when there was that weekend of the wedding of Kate and William, and there were the local astrologues literally having in this long all day ceremony weekend. I do believe it was a weekend ceremony, and The different astrologues were talking about this, and what was clear for me from my energy reading of Kate, I didn't like her energy during that wedding day. Her energy, she was just into it as a business contract. While William at that period has just a pure, at that period had with her, towards her, had a pure energy. And that was so clear to me. Even with this physical appearance, with her being with so much that fake tan, with the solarium tan, first time the bride, the royal bride, did not having the natural tan that springtime rather would be totally white. It, I mean, when you are royal, it's staying all the year white. I'm guessing. Maybe you get pink when you're with some kind of exposure to a sun. But in general, I'm the white person even when I'm returning from the summer. Summer on the beach, summer on the island, summer on the boat. But this female Kate was preparing and entering even in a physical level in this solarium and uh, fake physical expression that some of you were making in I remember in the royal forums at that period there were no smart telephones but there were Royal Forum's website, I think it was, and there were a lot of stories and comments, and some people were like calling it out. It's fake. It's not in the manners. It's not class. It's in the manners by all the royal standards. But on other sides, let's keep it. It's not nice to gossip about somebody's taste in fashion, right, and or beauty advices. But on other side, it's not about that because crucially observing the map, the chart, a chart of their marriage, and uh, astro details of William and Kate, it was said. I clearly remember that they are going to have I remember it so clearly. They said that when during the wedding ceremony they are going to have probably three children, but as well they are going to have a breakup. And which takes me to this reading. You see, there is some kind of betrayal and her being left by sides because they don't want her to be in contact with public with people because now she's ready to tell it everything like she's done with faking. I just felt like a period when somebody is struggling to tell something but then he has that energy. She needed extra drink like literally I just said it. I had a sip and I don't like, I think it's not nice to drink something in a video or live stream. Again, it's personally me. That's why I cover my face when I'm doing this. But I felt like she needed that recharging drink to make a statement, return and make a statement of that change. Uh, Definitely she's unhappy with this faking and she wants to express it, release it. She's done with this with all this then. Before she was just trying, she was postponing the cycle, as you see, Five of Cups, because of the children, Six of Cups, and because of the family, Ten of Cups. But here it is. Now I'm releasing whatever she was blocking before, thanks to the pills. She was trying to prepare to fake, to be happy, and do all the duties. But now she's releasing. It's over with faking, and this period with her being as well, like I said, under this female energy, she's definitely maybe with her mother, as you see, mother figure around her. Whatever tarot deck I take, there is, yes, here it is, the card that I was looking, Eight of Cups. She had walked away maybe in the company of older female or her mother. I do believe her mother is the best advice, the lady that eventually put her in position to believe that you should invest into the marriage with the fake intention, like a business contract marriage. It's her mother fault, the way she was literally pushing her in the story that she should be in the school with the Prince William, that she should be forgiving for him whenever he has on and off going to her, like she was the one that was waiting. And that feeling of injustice was on the start of their relationship, even when they were just casual boyfriend girlfriend. And I hate to say this because for me it was very, very, as a strong believer of the pure emotion, at that period when I heard on and off they were seeing each other, and then they have, after I don't know, 1 year or 2 years, they return and he was engaged with her. I never understood why one girl would give it a second chance to a guy official in front of all the paparazzi and all the world to know that he was trying the other, tasting other candies in the shop all over the world, and returning back finally um, to seal the deal with her like a contract. I just heard it, seal the deal. I never use this expression, but seal the deal is like a business contract. Correct. And yes, now she want to leave it, like she don't care anymore about the duty. She's leaving this. She doesn't care anymore about title. Look at her duty is definitely over. um, just the royal palace is pushing here how strategically to deal with this in front of the public. um, Definitely, she can. As you see, she walked away with the Eight of Cups and Six of Swords. They wish for her to fix the things. I mean, William and Kate to fix the things. Um, but believe me, I don't see her returning in the manners that she was before. I see just a fresh new person being in this role in future. You're not going to ask me now because we are at the moment talking about energy of the Kate. When we are going to do the reading, where will be just the energy and focusing us on the question, who is the new person in a royal family in future? That will be a new live stream. Let's keep up the energy pure now. Just focus on a Kate. On the start, I have just a short reading about King Charles. I said that, and where this continues to William. But whatever the role of William continues and given from a Charles, it's coming with a lot of drama. It's not just the personal drama of Charles, it's like a family lineage drama, like all these royals in British family, they were having always some kind of heaviness, sickness, darkness, so much thing. It's not just like a political issue, it's always a lot of private darkness in the private life uh, uh, before stepping out on the throne or going off the throne. And unfortunately, there was always the female that they were sacrificed. So its spirit is with me now. I literally got wow. I literally got whew. I literally got a totally a chilling from feet, literally to the top. And this is confirming where the so many females were sacrificed that um, the kingdom is rotten. That's how it is with all these historical victims, and that's that family lineage injustice. And unfortunately, um, however we love or like dislike Kate or any other daughter-in-law of British royals, we have always to think at the end of the day that they are victims of this fake society. And as well, we have to think where we have In the First World War, in the Second World War, we had so many royal families that they were decaying and finishing. At the end of the First World War, Austro-Hungarian, at the end of the Second World War, we have a royal Yugoslavian family, for example, and other royal families. At the end, again, of the First World War, not just Austro-Hungarian. Don't forget, we have a Russian and Austro-Hungarian empire that they were decaying, and uh, somehow British royal they were trying to escape this cycle, but it seems like the cycle is continuing, and we are now in the middle of the Third World War. And the great question in geopolitics: uh, will this will the British Royal survive after the First World War? Of course, they are going to survive, but will they politically stay as a kingdom? That's a great question because, as well, we are in such a crisis where there's so much rebellion on the streets all over the world. As well, this crisis in a royal family, is that going to keep them together or keep them apart? Again, guys, this is not nobody's personal fault. Don't blame nobody. Don't spread the hate towards nobody. Even if you have a personal choice, let me remind you, if you have a different choice in preference in fashion or preference in, I don't know, preference towards Harry or William, if you have a preference towards other royal family than British, please don't spread a hate. I really. I'm going to ask you in your personal mind, don't address with any negative emotions towards this family because at the end of the day, they're absorbing everybody's energy. Even if it's online, they are really absorbing everybody's energy, and somehow at the end of the day they're prisoner of this negative energy that is accumulating because nobody likes them whatever they were doing in the world, supporting, spreading the war, even 20, 30 years ago, bombing in the middle of the Europe, you know which country, and then now last decades, like so many war zones. And imagine that Prince Harry was going to Afghanistan. Then we have like the situation with UK supporting other war zones later on. Wherever there were US forces, they have to be supportive as well, UK and then the rest of the Europe. But I'm talking now about the British. So yes, um, whatever they were, whenever they were in alliance with this dark energy, remember as well that this is on a global level, that el- elitism that is decaying, and that need of the my elite card is usually emperor card and 10 of pentacles, and the world global level card, and in geopolitical reading, political readings, it's as well card of the world war. And look at guys, uh, this spread of let's have a war, pushing the war as a narrative for the uh, war profiteers, um, is definitely exposed, and somehow as well there is, that's why, because the world is in crisis in this World War III state, there is a need of a pure strategy, and royal palace staff, they're confused what to do and how to deal with these informations that they are happening now. On the bottom there is a news again, it's interesting. It was a reverse like this media card, like at the moment we are not allowed to get this information. They literally got the block. I mean, guys, we are getting the blockage, the mainstream media blockage for last 2 years and 4 years with SOVID, 2 years with the East Europe crisis. Then we are getting the blockages with this war now happening inside of Gaza. And all the time we are getting the blockages. 30 years ago, we had the blockages with information of the war happening at Yugoslavia. We are still getting the daily news blockages of what's happening, towards the Serbs on the Kosovo, for example. Yes, there we are always the victim of the mainstream media at the end, and uh, this status of look at we cannot do nothing we cannot do because it's reverse the online information and reverse the media card. Remember, look at so clear. Evidently, there is a proof that whatever is blocked, we are not allowed to know, and it takes a time, but whatever is blocked, the truth will find their way. As you see with Temper's Crown, we are going to find the information as well. Um, Definitely, the William will have to express and make the statement. On the bottom is his action. He will have to make a statement what's happening in the life. Um, it's interesting because I see as well that energy where he's postponing the cycle of choosing the queen to be. It's interesting uh, because the female future queen to be is definitely in a position of rejecting. Wow, rejecting this role because he has somebody else on the mind. Future king to be has somebody else on the mind. And frankly, to tell you, there was a kind of, not kind, there was literally a few times it's popping out the card of pregnancy. There was a pregnancy involved with that affair, and that was the last drop in a glass of this fake arranged marriage, that the last drop that Kate Middleton health couldn't handle anymore. And again, like she cannot talk, but as well she's bursting out. I just got that message when you have so much intake of her pills, and she's literally a person that she found a way for the pills to deal with daily life duties as well. Like I said, whenever she has that um, new trouble in the marriage, she take that whatever is intake, is that in the form of drink or tablets, definitely it's her way of coping, some kind of a tranquilizer that she's trying to adapt and be like a puppet um, in this role of a princess and fake happy wife. On the bottom, like again at the end of the first deck and the second time with the second deck is again the same card, just a different illustration, power card. And again, whatever was suppressed, it cannot work out. Whatever was on a fake foundation, it's not working anymore because who was faking as well? The father figure was definitely having secrets and just to stay in a business, in a marriage, just for the sake of the that power and position. It's not working like that. As you see, definitely there is the end of the cycle between them. And what they're trying now, even if the cycle is finished with all these 10 of wands and 10 of cups, 10 of wands, definitely it seems like uh, they just whatever is over, they're just not ready to express it to others. And let's guys just pray that they find the peace and way to deal with this. Because on the bottom is reverse high priestess, like they don't want. to inform. Um, it's really nerve-wracking for them to inform the others um, about the. It's not like about divorce. It's about to tell about the behavior of Prince William, what I understand. And I have the hunting card here. Somebody was playing around, and that's what wouldn't be at this moment appropriate to tell about the future king. Uh, you have asked me again. I'm going look it on the bottom all the time, popping out 10 wands with the different card decks. It's overworld and 10 wands. Here, asked me again to do that my karmic deck between Kate and William. At this phase, what is the energy between Kate and William? Wow, suppressed, 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 feeling like in a cage and must escape. And there is a clear energy of the third party, somebody who was around him in the past time. And yes, definitely. It's just I'm apart from you, like I would prefer to be isolated because you are faking and your you have affair. And it's very strange because seems like is it the person this affair or somebody who is a friend? Is it a mutual friend? This affair person? Definitely she knows who is this person, who is the third party, who is affair. Again, on the bottom is Ace of Cups, and here we had on the start. Where is the Fool? 1 second, let me just find it. It's somewhere here. So many cards I have. And I'm having literally, guys, the consola. Tiny, narrow. It's a narrow, long, narrow table, so it's hard to deal with all these decks. Where is full, full, full? Because it takes me to with the second card deck the same message. Where is it? It's somewhere here. It will show up. Again, to spice it, should we open with another tarot deck? Let's see the secrets of them. What's on the mind of Kate right now towards William? She's definitely far away from him as well. She's wondering if this guy, she's definitely concerned, not concerned, she thinks that she cannot make him happy, that he's happier with somebody else. Look at the third party card. As well, definitely she on the bottom, she feels, yes, it's too late with the 5 of cups, but as well, we cannot change the things. Um, we have crossed the border so many times. And as well, the things we cannot change, we can just regret about. As well, her nerve-wracking situation was definitely feeling neglected in the past time, with this feeling like being less important to him as a partner, and feeling that he's having that another focus, another object of desire. As well, she understands that this was their marriage was for her like her like a high school crush, and for her it's like a memory of something great happened to me, but it's in the past and I had to leave. Now it's everything in the history, and I should fix my life. With this card of wow, I'm not happy where I'm now and I'm concerned of my happiness, I should fix my life now because yes, it was a great story of my past love life with you, but not right now, I would say. As well, that feeling of fear of reaction of all the nation, that's what I feel here. Afraid to inform others. Again, guys, 1 second. Should I check with one final card instead of a little pray for her? 1 second, one healing card. Check. Your spirits, give us one healing card for Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton. Wow. Wow. Look at great message for her. This is the way to hell. You have chosen to put your body as a priority, your health as a priority. This is a day to reflect on troubling emotions and transform these emotions in a positive way, identifying one unresolved area of anger or hurt and asking yourself why you are still not in peace. Focus on how much power you lose to that negative feeling of being restless, being unhappy. Correct, in this situation, we are talking through the eyes and heart of uh, Kate. Definitely, the right advice is to realize you choose to stay angry when you can choose to heal. So, message to Princess Kate, Princess of Wales. Better to choose the healing than to stay in that negative state because it was a nerve wracking and bringing the disbalance in your life, in your health. It was psychosomatic and interfering and reflecting not just with your health, with your energy, with all other people, including family, children, and at the end, finally, your health. It's like you hit that wall, and now is the end of whatever you were trying to live as illusion and running off is the end. In this runaway situation, runaway princess, you have hit the door. Really, really, it's hurt now. Let's pray, guys, that Princess of Wales will find her way, her strength to deal with the situation. And as well, you have asked me, I'm just going to do with another tarot deck. Is there a return? 1 second. So many tarot decks here. 1 second. It seems at this moment, whatever is emotional affair, however to call it, that third party situation of William, it turns to be short term, short term, or a person away from him, or a short term or person that is not near him. So it seems like he's now in as well like Princess of Wales is now in her personal isolation to heal as well. William is far away from the third party as well. but it's like a moment where he's in separation, but as well he will be pushed to take an action. This card, like we have on the start of two different decks, it's like giving us idea, yes, somebody needs to lead the way at the end of this critical family crisis. Definitely this is a family crisis where they just need a privacy, and um, William will have to lead uh, towards the statement, towards the nation. Um, he will have soon to express what's really happening, because at the end, this marriage is a public affair. This is uh, like somebody used to say that when you marry to a royals, you become the slave of the nation, and your marriage is a public affair and it's a public project that uh, any public project needs to be addressed with the public statement when there is some trouble in that project. And definitely in this family project there is a trouble at the moment, so definitely William will have to address the nation, because the female energy is such a in such a lack of energy at the moment. Female, I mean Kate, is in such a lack of energy that she cannot um, show up to the audience. She cannot show up in the public place at the moment. Good luck in her healing. Again, the card of healing. Pardon. Where is it? You know what? It's here. Sorry. This was on the bottom. Yes, the next. And it's interesting. This card on the bottom, like, will there be somebody else, like another solution? But that's the story for the part two of these British Royal Secrets, where we are going to talk about as well addressing from William towards Harry, Prince Harry, because it will somehow this crisis with William marriage will tune towards returning the light towards Harry. That's how I just felt this answer with popping out the second card. Again, guys, welcome to check the old readings about William and Kate marriage and compare it with this information of today. And as well check up the readings in Royal Secrets about Harry and Meghan and King Charles as well, Camilla relationship. And don't forget to hit the likes. If you like this material, subscribe, like, and share with your community. When you subscribe, put the alarm bell, and thank you for any kind of donation. You have a PayPal. I prefer the PayPal donation link. As, as well, you have a coffee.com and buy me the coffee. All free links are below, as well in description about me. Long list of my humanitarian purpose activities, artistic and healing, more than 20 years in healing, and giving you a free advice during any of the live stream when we have a random questions and giveaways. As well, you may order your private reading. Check up in description about me possible readings, and don't forget to subscribe and put alarm bell to check any kind of sales in private readings and live stream readings as usual. Kisses to all, guys, and let's pray for this war to stop and not to be suffering of anybody, even these royal families, not to suffer, and of course, not to suffer any living being in the war zone or outside of the war zone. Everybody who are hurted, not to feel the pain. Uh, Guys, peace and love to all.